Now, so you can get an idea, let's do a building as if it's a cityscape. So first off, I'm going to draw like a skyscraper. And this time I will use the rulers. Make it nice and straight. Okay, there's my skyscraper building. I think I want to put, in this case, I'm going to put some windows. Draw it as if you're looking straight onto it. Okay, there are my windows. Now, once again, I'm going to project my corners. So I mark where my corners are. And I'm going to match up my corner with my vanishing point. Draw my line. My corner, my vanishing point. Mark my corner, my vanishing point. Mark my corner, my vanishing point. Now this time I'm going to wait and do my windows later. I'm just going to do my box now, so you only see just the lines for my box or my building. And so I want my building to be about that wide, about this wide. So I'm going to remember, match that angle or vertical line, stays vertical. I'm going to come up to where this projection point goes, because that's the line of my building, and I'm going to draw my straight line. Now, because this is where this is, and I know this is horizontal, I can use that principle of just matching the angle and coming over and drawing a line. Now I have the side of my building. I want a second one, so I'm going to come, I think I want that much space. Again, this is the bottom, so I come along that projection line, draw a vertical line, because this line is vertical, up to where this corner is projected, which is right there. Now I'm going to draw this line that goes from here to here. There's my projection line, so I go from there to there. There's the front of my building, and I need this part of my building. Again, that's a horizontal line. I can match it and move right up. And I'm going to draw that line. Now, that's where it would go to, but I don't see that, right, because it's behind this other building. So it ends right there. But I do see the building coming down, so I match that line, come over, draw it there. Okay, now, to make it easy for you, let's erase the lines that we're not going to see. I'm not going to see that line because it goes through my building, and I'm not going to see this projection line because it goes through my building, and I'm not going to see this one because that's the front of my building. Let's draw the side to my building. It can be as wide as I want it to be. I think I want it to be there. Again, I'm going to draw a vertical line that goes from this projection line to this projection line. Draw the line. Match this angle right here, because that's the, match that angle, see how it all matches, come to that backward point, and there. So now I've drawn my second building. I'll erase those vanishing points, and I can erase this perspective line right there. Are you starting to see the building? Let's do a third one. So again, I match to this vanishing point right here. This projection line right there. Right there, that's where I want the building to go. And I'm going to go to this projection point right here. Draw the line. And I'm going to draw this line projected right there. Horizontal over. And because I can see this one, I'm going to match to this point right there. I'm going to draw down, but I'm not going to go through this building because I wouldn't see it through the building, right? And I can erase these just so you can see them a little bit easier. I want that building, oops, I forgot to draw the front part, this part. Up here. Okay, so there's the front of my building. So I have one building, two buildings, three buildings. Let's draw that building bigger. I think I want them to be this big, so I'm going to do them that big. Again, remember I match the angle. Go across like that. Alright, and I can erase this projection line. So now I have 3 buildings. Let's make this darker so you can see it. Okay, and here are the top sides of the buildings. Notice they follow that projection line. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now let's draw these windows. To do these windows, once again, I've got to project all these corners where they would fall on these other buildings. So I match the corner to my vanishing point and lightly draw the line. Match this corner to the vanishing point and lightly draw the line. Match this corner to the vanishing point and lightly draw the line. Match this corner to the vanishing point and lightly draw the line. Now notice how I'm getting a ton of lines in here, which will mess up your brain if you let it. But if you do this very carefully and keep your eye on that vanishing point, you should be okay. So let's do this first one. I know I haven't done these yet, but let's just get these in here since we have so many lines. So I'm going to follow this line to my building. I think I want it to go there. Remember, this is a horizontal line. So I match this. Notice that follows all along the same. So I can actually use that first one and I can draw a line from there to there, from there to there, and from there to there. And I have connected my top of my windows. Let's do the same here where I project this one. Oops, I forgot this one, I'm sorry. That one. Notice I'm drawing really light construction lines. They're easier to erase. Light construction lines can be made darker, but dark lines are hard to erase, so always use light construction lines. Oh, look at all these lines we've got on here. No problem. We just follow this line. Here's the bottom. Follow to where it would be vertical. So let's draw that vertical line first. Okay, now match that angle. Come on up. And I know that I have one there. And let's see. The next one goes there. Okay. So I've got another one that goes there to there. And the third one would be behind the building. I'm not going to see it. You can see how it goes behind the building. But I can now draw this window. I can draw this window. And the other building's behind the thing. Okay, now, these are a lot. You can erase these. But don't erase them on this other building because you're going to need them to do the windows. The building, and if you've used construction lines, it's going to be easier. Okay, let's follow. This goes to here. So, I'll do my window there, 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 and go straight down to here. And again, that window looks like it goes just behind. I want to see just a smidgen of it. Okay, so I have my 3 windows in my buildings. Let's erase some of these so that it's easier for you to see. Because I use construction lines, they're easier to erase. Now, I want a door in my building. But this time, I want the door on the side. So in my first building, remember all horizontal lines go, all vertical lines go horizontal. So I'm going to draw my door horizontal line like this. Vertical line like this. Vertical line like this. But the top of my door has to follow that vanishing point. So I'm going to connect this corner to my vanishing point. Looks like this needs to go up a little bit. Okay. Here's my door. Let's put a doorknob in there. So if I want to project it here, I'm going to follow that same line. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to project it there, and project it there. And then 1-point perspective, this particular style, I get to choose. But it's always vertical, so I draw my door vertical. It needs to go parallel with the side of the building. And let's put in my doorknob. Okay. And now I have my skyscrapers. If I wanted to do windows on the side, I would draw my first window on this vanishing point. Make that the bottom, and let's make this the top. And do my parallel line because it's vertical. Okay, there's the next window, and my third window. Okay, to see how my building has cityscape, I can put more windows in here, but for time, we're not going to. Let's give it a road. I'm going to draw the edge of my road there. I start from my vanishing point, and do the edge of my road there. And then I'm going to do, my lines are really big, can you see? They're really not in perspective to where the road would be. The road would make them tinier. But for purposes so you can see. Let me just do horizontal lines. Okay, there's my road. For your second project, for this project, you need to draw 3 buildings. They need to have windows and or doors on them. You need 3 buildings on one side for me to see. You can do more than that if you want to, but I want to see at least 3 buildings with windows and or doors.